guys, and it's time for part 2 of the amazing book of animals. So, as you all know, yesterday we did part 1 of the amazing book of animals, and we learned a lot. So tonight I have cheerleading at 6 o'clock through 7:30. So that's why I thought we would do it now. But right now it's about like 5 o'clock at my house. And every night we have dinner at 5:30. So we need to get this done in like half an hour-ish kind of stuff. And so last time we learned a lot. Like we learned carnivores, omnivores, herbivores. So I think we could finish the book today if we start right away. So right here I have 2 paint cans, one here, one here. That's why I had to move. See, I have this whole space in between to make my video. All right, so let's get started. But this is where we left off. The amazing book of animals. See the cover? I'm not going to show you what animal we're learning next because it's going to be a surprise. All right, so let me put you guys right here. You guys could kind of see the paint can here, but pretend that it's not even there. Oh my gosh, these things can't even budge. Oh my gosh, I'll probably break my leg if I do this. Okay, that's a little tiny bit better. Let me move you guys a little bit back. Oh, I have a friend next to me. Hi. All right, so are you guys ready to start on our next animal? All right, so let's get started. Apes. Apes are primates that do not have tails. There are 2 groups. The great apes are humans, Central Africa's chimpanzees, and gorillas. And the origin of Borneo and Sumatra, the lesser apes are the 18 gibbon species, which are smaller than their great ape cousins. Intelligent beasts. The great apes are large, intelligent animals. They have very advanced brains, great memories, and are good at solving problems. Chimpanzees are the most frequent tool users. They use sticks as fishing rods to collect termites from termite mounds. They also shape sticks into spears for hunting small primates. Chimps are the only apes that regularly eat meat. The protein helps to fuel their big brains. The origin is the only ape that lives alone instead of in groups. However, a young origin stays with its mother for the first 8 years of life. Under 3. All the non-human great apes are endangered, and gorillas and orangutans are certainly endangered. They have been affected by habitat destruction, hunting, and disease, and have also been removed from the wild for the intelligent pet trade. A chimpanzee slurps up termites from its fishing stick. It even frays up the end of the stick so it will pick up more insects. Today, the mountain gorilla's range is limited to the Varilla Mountains and one national park in Utah. so this is a pretty good, interesting fact. So these are called apes. And don't they look a little bit like gorillas, like a monkey face? These are like adorable. So let's hear some more interesting facts about some apes. An origin's face is bare, though males have fleshy cheek pads. The rest of the body is covered in straggly orange hair. Sensitive lips test fruits for ripenes. The origin also makes lip smacking sounds to communicate. Origin gargantuan, pungo pimentans, little person of the forest.
Nina.
Habitat rainforest rhino. Length male 1.4 and 4.6 feet. Female 1.2 and 4 feet. Weight male 85 kg 187 IB. Female 37 kg 82 IB. Diet fruit, shoots, leaves. Lifespan up to 45 years. Wild population 55,000, currently enchanted. So look at this cute like gorilla here. It's a really like cute gorilla. It's like a cartoon one. They would probably draw in a cartoon. Oh my gosh, why does she have to keep knocking on the door?
Nina, I'm waiting for my beads to let me in, and I need the beads.
I don't have any beads.
It's your Valentine's card, silly.
Where are they?
You know what it isn't. And I've been looking for them, and you have them.
No, I don't. Guys, do I have any Valentine's cards by me? I don't think
Nina,
I do.
not by you.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't have them. If I had them, I would definitely tell you. But I don't.
And where did you put them?
I didn't put them anywhere.
Where did you just see them at last? I checked.
In the living room.
Did you leave them in there forever?
Mhm.
I guess it might be on here too.
Okay, so let's see what animal we are going to go ahead and move on to next. Here, I'm going to do this so you guys can kind of see the pictures. Alright, so I'm going to keep this way, but kind of like do this way. Alright, so are you ready for the next animal? The next animal is marsupials. Kangaroos, koalas, and their relatives are marsupials or pouched mammals. Most mammal babies develop inside their mother's body, and many can walk or even run shortly after birth. Marsupial babies are born tiny, underdeveloped, and helpless. They crawl into their mother's pouch to carry on growing their Australian life. There are a few marsupial species, such as the Ophiuchus in North and South America. However, most live in Australia and New Guinea. They include kangaroos, koalas, wombats, wallabies, quickcats, and ptarmigan devils. Pouched mammals were the only kind of mammal in Australia until early settlers brought non-native dogs, mice, and rabbits. The large nose sniffs out fresh eucalyptus leaves and scent markings left by other koalas. The mother's pouch holds the baby koala, which is called a joey. The red kangaroo is the largest marsupial. This young male will grow almost as tall as a human, be able to leap 9 and 29.5 feet, and run at 70 km/h 44 minutes. Koala Paskypera cancellus, ashy poached bear. Habitat forest scrub, E. Australia. Length male 75 cm 30 in. Female 70 cm 28 in. Weight male 9 kg 19.8 IB. Female 7 kg 15.4 IB. Diet Accipiulus leaves. Lifespan up to 20 years. Wild population 75,000. Vulnerable. So these are some really good close-ups. See, that's a kangaroo right there. Like, see in this picture right here, you probably can't see it. Like, there's like right here when I just read this, like, that's a good interesting fact about a kangaroo. And here's another graph chart down there, by the way. All right, so let's keep reading and get some other interesting facts about a marsupials. Oh my gosh, that's for the second time. What do you need now?
Can I just look in the mud if it's
It's not in here. I'm telling you, it's not. Let me see.
Could you just look?
The whole Valentine's packet?
What?
The whole Valentine's packet?
No, it's like your Valentine's thing that
Oh, it is here. I thought you meant the whole pack. All right, now we could listen to some more interesting facts about marsupials. Okay. So, all sorts of diet. Kangaroos and wall babies eat any grass or leaves, while koalas feed mainly on Accipiulus. Insect-eating marsupials such as bilb babies, banadordots, and numbats have pointed snouts for wiggling mini beasts out of bark or soil. The Tasmanian devil is the largest carnivorous marsupial. The Tasmanian devil is the size of a small dog, but it can take prey as large as a medium kangaroo. Extremely thick, waterproof fur protects the koala against hot and cold temperatures. So that were all the facts about a marsupial. I don't know how to pronounce it, so that's a big one. It kind of looks like a koala, but it's a marsupial. Ooh, these next animals are very popular. So, the next animal is birds. Birds are warm-blooded animals with feathers whose front limbs have evolved into wings. They have toothless, baked jaws, and their young hatch from eggs. There are nearly 11,000 species of bird. They communicate with each other using songs and calls, and some are amazing mimics. High flyers. Some birds, such as penguins, have lost the power of flight, but many extraordinary distances. Some birds are so well adapted to flight that they rarely land. The wandering albatros can stay on the wing for distances up to 16,090 km, 10,000 miles. The wandering octopus has the widest wingspan of any bird, up to 3.5 m, 11.5 feet across. Hoatzin, Octopus husin, pleasant with long hair behind. Habitat, swamps, forest. S. America. Length 65 cm, 20.5.6 in. Wingspan 50 cm, 20 in. Weight 800 g, 1.8 IB. Diet leaves, fruit, flowers. Lifespan up to 10 years. Wild population unknown, least concern. So these are actually some really cool birds. And this is actually a pretty cool seagull right here. Like this is its beak. This is another cool picture of the bird. It looks like a turkey. Many families have turkey for Thanksgiving. That's what I like to have for Thanksgiving. I also like the corn and the mashed potatoes, and sometimes families have mac and cheese with it. That's my second favorite part. And I also like sometimes roast beef, and sometimes my family has chicken with their turkey and stuff. So, comment down below what's your favorite food to have for Thanksgiving. So, mine is probably either the turkey or the mac and cheese or the corn. Either any. Alright, so let's get to some other interesting facts about birds. Alright, so, eggs and nests. Birds were pounced by laying hard-shelled eggs that need to be incubated, kept at a warm, steady temperature. Most birds sit on their eggs and use their own body heat to keep them warm. When the eggs hatch, most chicks are helpless. They rely on their parents to bring them food. The hoatzin communicates with loud, wheezy groans, clucks, growls, and hisses. Blackbird chicks open their beaks for food from their father. Only the female blackbird incubes the egg, but both parents feed the chicks. Birds evolved from theropods, carnivores dinosaurs that walked on two legs. Their feathers developed from scales. So that were all the cool, interesting facts about birds. So these cool animals here open up their beaks so that way the fathers could deliver them some food. That's a really interesting fact. So our next animal is owls. Owls are raptors or hunting birds found almost everywhere except the Arctic. There are around 200 species ranging from the tiny insect-eating elf owl to the Irish eagle owl that takes prey as large as deer. Owls are solitary birds, and most of them are active only at night. Super sensitive. Owls have huge forward-facing eyes and can swivel their head 270 degrees to gain good all-round vision. Owls also have excellent hearing. They fly so silently that they can hear the faint rustlings of small mammals down on the ground. The enormous eyes let in as much light as possible when the owl is hunting at night. They are also very sensitive to movement. Strong feet with sharp talons can catch and kill small animals. The bottom of each foot has rough, knobbly skin that gives extra grip on struggling prey. The long-eared owl is named for the feathered tufts on its head, but these are not actually ears. They are just there to make the owl look bigger. Barn owl, Taytu alba, white owl, habitat grasslands, farmland scrub, almost worldwide. Length 37 cm, 1.2 feet. Wingspan, male 90 cm, 3 feet, female 105 cm, 3.4 feet. Weight, male 470 g, 1 IB, female 570 g, 1.3 IB. Diet: small mammals, amphibians, lizards, insects. Lifespan up to 5 years. Wild population unknown, least concern. Did you know that an owl could only live for 5 years? I mean, that's the highest anyone has ever lived. You know that the world record for living in our country is 117? But for owls, the highest living is 5 years old. Can you believe that? 5 years old compared to 117 years old? Oh my gosh, could you imagine in our world the highest living is 117? But for owls, the highest living is for 5 years old. That's the world record for living. Can you believe that? Other owls have lived up to 3 years old or 2 years old. Can you believe that? I still can't believe that. But don't worry. I think most people don't die as humans at the age of 5, but owls always do. Unless there's a new world record for living at number 6. I feel so bad for those owls. They only get to live their lives for 5 years. Well, that's why I like these chart graphs, because it says how long that we're gonna be living. Alright, so let's get to some other interesting facts about owls. Alright, so no place like home. Owls are one of the few birds that don't make their own nest. They reuse other birds' old nests or lay their eggs in a hollow tree. Some owls bring up their chicks in the rafters of a barn. Others find a rocky ledge, a hollow in the ground, or even a burrow. Eastern screech owls use any natural or artificial cavity as a nesting site. These chicks are being raised in a nest box. The super soft feathers make almost no noise in flight because Friedkin's wing edges muffle any sound. The owl flies silently. So look, the owl's eye has about good seeing. They have very sensitive seeing. I think that's a picture of an owl that's 4 years old. Really cool. So this is actually not an animal. These are some animals of this really cool animal. But in the first one. So in the first one, I actually pronounced it wrong. In our very first animal, it wasn't actually an animal. I pronounced it introduction, but it was actually introduction. So that was introduction, and that wasn't an animal. An introduction isn't an animal. But it was just a thing that shows. So this next animal isn't an animal. It's kind of like an introduction. Alright, so showing off. Some birds advertise for a mate or announce their ownership of eternity with complicated songs. Others single with vibrant feathers and displays that reveals can easily see. Bird feathers are some of the most eye-catching objects in the animal world. Forest feathers. Many rainforest-dwelling birds rely on dazzling plumage to find a mate in the bloom of the jungle. From birds of paradise to parents, these birds have showy feathers in a rainbow of hues. Toucans draw attention to themselves with a different feature, their large, bright bill. The toucan lives in South America. Its amorphous orange bill is up to 23 cm, 9.1 in long. That's a third of the bird's body length. The peacock's heavy train tail makes up more than 60% of its body weight. The heelless fitted males have the biggest flattened trains. The Indian peafowl is native to forests in South Asia. Prized for the male's spectacular plumage, it has been introduced to parks and other habitats all over the world. Indian peafowl, Pavo surface, crested peafowl, habitat forest, farmland, grass, SA, length, male 2.1 m, 6.9 feet, female 0.95 m, 3.1 feet. Wingspan, male 1.5 m, 4.9 feet. Female 1.2 m, 3.9 feet. Weight, male 5.5 kg, 12.1 IB. Female 3.5 kg, 7.7 IB. Diet, insects, seeds, fruit, reptiles. Small mammals. Lifespan up to 30 years. Wild population unknown. Least concern. I'm so sorry about that, guys. In the middle of while I was reading this bar graph, my camera moved like this. My sister did that. She's in trouble. What do you need? Did you know what? That's called patience. You have to wait patience if you want to tell.
I need those tiles.
Can I just get moving now?
Nita, all those homework tiles.
How should I know?
Because you took one to Daddy.
Whatever, I have no idea where they are. So you're going to have to figure it out.
I need them to film.
Okay, let's keep reading some other interesting facts about showing off. So sorry about that, guys. Current ship. The male bowerbird wins the prize for the most extraordinary current ship display. First, it builds an arched stordute called a bower from dried grasses. Then it collects and arranges beautiful objects in front of the bower. Female birds tour several bowers before they decide on a mate. A male satin bowerbird displays feathers, pea-tails, shells, wrappers, and bottle tops in front of its bower. Anything as long as it is blue. The highlights on the iridescent green feathers shift from silver to blue depending on the light. Each tail feather ends with a striking ice spot. The bird shakes and rattles the fan out train for added effect. So those were some cool, interesting facts about showing off animals. And there's a good show with the peacock. All these little petals and stuff are like stuff. They look like eyes, don't they, a little bit? Alright, we actually don't have that much time. The video has almost been 30 minutes. And my goal is to at least stop the video when it gets to like 35 minutes. But that's not, actually I said goal, but I shouldn't say goal. I should say it more like not a goal. Like more like by 40 minutes I should stop the video. My dad said that. Okay, so I think we could do one more animal today. But after we read this page, then we'll only have like 13 more pages left of this book. So we might have to finish the rest on Friday and read the Junie B. Jones book on tomorrow. So let's get started. Our next animal is reptiles and amphibians. Reptiles and amphibians are both animal groups that are vertebrates. have backbones and cannot make their own body heat, are cold-blooded, or asthmatic. Replies include lizards, alligators, crocodiles, turtles, and snakes. Amphibians include frogs, toads, and salamanders. Water and land. Amphilians spend their early life in water, breathing through gills, then develop lungs and live on land. Their name means two lives. Amphibian skin is thin, but reptiles have scaly, watertight skin. Most reptiles live on land and they all use lungs to breathe air. Even sea turtles. Reptile comes from the Latin word for crawling. Metamorphosis. Almost all amphibians undergo a change or metamorphosis with its gills and fishy tail. A tadpole looks nothing like its parents. At 5 weeks, its back legs sprout, and by 10 weeks, the froglet has front legs and a shorter tail. By 14 weeks, it looks like a tiny frog. The skeleton is a strange worm, like Apiton. Most species live underground. They use their needle-sharp teeth to eat worms, termites, and even snakes, frogs, and lizards. Frog liver young and called tadpoles. They do not have legs yet, but they have a tail that helps them to swim. So those are some cool tadpoles and some reptiles and amphibians right there. Okay, so let's get on some other interesting facts about reptiles and amphibians. Okay, so a few reptiles give birth to live young, but most lay eggs. The eggs are soft, like thick paper. This hatchling is a green aguna. Green aguna, aguna. Habitat forest CNS America. Length male 1.8 m, 5.9 feet. Female 1.5 m, 4.9 feet. Weight male 4 kg, 9 IB. Female 3 kg, 6.6 IB. Diet leaves, flowers, fruit. Lifespan up to 20 years. Wild population unknown. Least concern. So these reptiles in the Philippines can live up to 20 years. That's still not a lot of years to live. So I think we are done for the day, and tomorrow we will not be reading the animal book. Tomorrow we will be starting our Junie B. Jones routine. So I think we're going to manage to finish this book on Friday, and on Saturday we'll be able to start a new book. And then on Sunday we'll be able to finish our Junie B. Jones book, and then we'll get through all that routine and stuff. You guys get the process. And right now, no questions asked. Right after school, I'm going to make a video. Oh no, my dinner's ready. Alright, just in time, guys. We finished it literally just in time. So I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.